Hello everyone, this is Just a Dad. Is the Dreamy X60 Ultra Just a Dad approved? It definitely is. It gets the really big sticker. This is an amazing robot, but don't confuse it with the other X60. Now, it's okay if you confuse it. It's just there are two models. This is the Max Ultra, which I reviewed earlier. This is an amazing robot. This is typically more expensive. It's got a couple more features, but I love it. Now, why do I love the X60 Ultra? I like that we can save some money. They removed a couple features that I don't think make that big a deal when cleaning your house. They kept all the important stuff. Dual brush roller design. This is great for long hair. Side brush goes into the corner. They got the robotic arms. It's going to deploy and go over tall thresholds. Mop pad, it can extend up against the wall. Really thin profile, really good optical avoidance sensor. The LiDAR goes up and down, so it can lower the LiDAR and go under your furniture really well. And it's got the special heating pads. These heating pads heat the water up whenever the mop pads are washing to almost boiling. That's going to do a great job of getting those clean, so it's able to clean your floors. And the robot can push the mop pads down. Now, if you go to my website, justadadapproved.com, you can see this scored a 9 out of 10. I've got everything you want to know about this. It's got the specs, all the videos to go with it. The 3-month real world score test, absolutely loved it. Specs that I think are important. So after reviewing over 200 robots, these are the specs that I've come up with to determine what makes a good robot. Now, this is the upper range of robot vacuum cleaners. If you're on a budget, I would recommend the Mova P10 Pro or the Mova V50. The P10 Pro is about half the price, this Gen 2. It's my 2026 pick of the year for budget. It does a great job. It doesn't have the robotic arms that go over thresholds and some other things, but it's an amazing robot if you're on a budget. And again, you can find all my top picks on Dad's Top Picks at justadadapproved.com. I've got best under 500. That's where you're going to find the Mova P10 Pro Gen 2. And we can just look at best overall. That's where the X60 is going to come in. V50, Saros 20, Curve 2 Flow. There's the X60 Max Ultra. But I think the Ultra without the word Max is just as good as that. Really, there's only two things that if you would hesitate about this. If you're on a budget, you're definitely not going to want to get this. This isn't one of the more premium, expensive robots. And if you're really wanting the best robot to clean under furniture, while Dreamy is doing a better job at it, it is really thin. It's just as thin as the Saros 10R and the Saros 20. The Roborock does a little bit better job of cleaning under furniture. It's the same thickness, but the navigation under a bed is a little bit better on a Roborock, but the Dreamy is catching up fast. Now let's go over some of the highlights, the app, how it cleaned at my home. Let's watch it vacuum up this room. Now what you're seeing is that third wheel does leave a third mark, and there is an ever so slightly wiggle sometimes in the cleaning pattern, but it's not that noticeable. And what I also love is it removes the mop pads whenever it vacuums your floors. So what you're seeing right now is it's vacuuming only. The mop pads are back at the base station. I also like that even though it's on a really high suction power, it is relatively quiet. Now it's going to stop right where it's at, going to go auto empty the dustbin. It travels back to the dock, and you're going to see there's the mop pads that were left back at the base station, and it's going to do an auto empty event. After it does that, then it's going to go pick up right where it left off. Let's watch it mop up in my kitchen underneath the toe kick area. This is where it really excels. Underneath the dishwasher in the toe kick area, that mop pad gets right up against the wall. I think it does a really good job of mopping and vacuuming the kitchen floor. Let's go empty the tank on the Dreame X60 Ultra. Wow. It's really dirty. Don't forget your denture cleaning tablet in the tank to help prevent odor every time you empty it. And here's Miss Fiona. She's the one that brings the dirt in and all the hair. She has a doggy door where she can go in and outside. That's where she brings all the dirt in. This is the Dreame X60 Ultra. It does a really good job with obstacle avoidance. It's going around that dog poop. It did touch the cable a little bit. Dreamy tends to get just a little too close to things, but it didn't get wrapped up in it. It's missing the toy. It's doing its cleaning. It's still missing that dog poop. That's a great deal. And then it's going to avoid this sock at the very end. This did an excellent job. And I can't stress enough how easy cleanup is. That's a reusable filter for the dustbin. Let it dry in the sun. That's why I recommend having a couple extra. The brush rollers are easy to clean. I really can't say enough good things about the Dreamy app. It's just a proven app that works really good. It maps your home. You can see the fine detail. We can pinch and zoom. That way you can kind of fine tune the map. You can go in and do different cleanings. We can do a custom. We can do a vacuum only event. We got different levels of suction power. We can do a mopping only event. You got a slider scale here. You can slide how wet you want the mop. You can also pick how often you want it to clean the mop pad. You can do a vacuum and mop together, mop after vacuum. Let's go back to the map. You can edit the map, put no-go zones. You can also do the cleaning order. This is really nice. You can pick the room, slide it up. I want that room cleaned first whenever it cleans rooms. The Dreamy app is just got so many different features. It's not overly complicated, but it gives you just enough features that you can fine tune this robot for your home, no matter if you have a bunch of carpet or a bunch of hardwood floors or how many rooms you have. I love the Dreamy app. Now, as you can see, that's just an amazing robot. It's kind of expensive, but it's definitely worth it. You're going to get a lot of advanced features, good job cleaning. This is a top robot. Now, they love to do this by doing the different model numbers. I like saving money, so I like getting the one that you can save a little bit of money on. So again, check out their website, justadadapproved.com, and thanks for watching. Now, the best place to go to find these robot vacuum cleaner picks is justadadapproved.com. Up here in the top header, you're going to see best overall vacuums, best for pet hair, best under 1,000, best under 500, and best under 300. Let's check best overall. I don't give you 20 picks. I give you 5 of my top robot vacuum cleaners with the score, but I have all the information to back it up. If you want to read the full review, why did I pick the Mova V50? Let's go see the full review. You can see the videos that I have right here to back it up. I have my 3-month real-world score test, my real-world testing results, cost to own, my robot specs that I think are important to robot vacuum cleaners, some quick buy it if, skip if, and then a simple review. Thanks everybody for watching. If you found this video helpful, hit the like and subscribe button. Also check out where you can find all my approved products on my website, justadadapproved.com. You'll see a little link to it here at the end of the video. If you click on that, that's going to take you right to my website.